Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Eileen with Unique Gifts and Decor by Lady Di. Happy Sunday to everybody. I am hoping everybody is having a wonderful day today. I am hoping you guys are getting some rest from your Valentine sales. You guys, I am trying, not succeeding. Yeah, I am trying so hard. I am extremely tired. I know Friday was the last day of my street sales, but you guys, I'm still tired. Y'all, it's just been a whirlwind. But nevertheless, you guys, I made it. You all made it as well. Today, Sunday, it's the Lord's Day, you guys. I didn't get a chance to go to church today, but I did watch my service on the internet. Today, it was a kind of weird day, you guys. It rained this morning, and then the sun was out. You guys, the temperature today, I know we might have hit close to 60 some today. It was a pretty warm day. However, um, after church service, I kind of lay down for a little bit because I kind of wanted to rest. But I was up since like 6 o'clock, even though I set my clock for 7 o'clock because I listen to Charles Stanley every morning, even though he's deceased. His messages still come on um, in the morning, and then my church service, the early morning services starts at 8:30. So I did set the clock to listen to his services, but it came on at 6 o'clock, and then it comes on again from 6 to 7, then 7 to 8. But I was up at 6, so I thought, well, let me just watch the early service. So I was watching that, and then I just kind of piddled around it this morning. Then I came down to watch my service on the internet, and then I watched that. Then I kind of came in my room here. This is my relaxation room, my living room. So I kind of laid down here a little bit and kind of relaxed a little bit. I said, Eileen, you need to get up here and do something. Go run your errands. Basically, you guys, by me doing all my baskets and everything, I kind of neglected my little chores that I kind of usually do. And that means my chores as going to the grocery store. Because lately, you guys, I just been eating out. I just really hadn't been feeling like cooking. And just by me being here by myself, it's easier sometimes to eat out. But I've gotten to the point where I'm tired of fast food, okay? I kind of wanted a home cooked meal. But I just didn't feel like cooking. I'm just tired. I didn't feel like cooking. I didn't feel like eating, but I had to eat something, okay? So I know I had to go to the grocery store because this week, you guys, they are expecting some wintry mix on Wednesday, which is fine with me, y'all. I will probably be in, no, I can't say. I plan to be in on Wednesday. That's my goal. I know I've got to go somewhere, run some errands on Monday and hopefully Tuesday. If I can get everything done Monday, then I'm gonna have to do it Tuesday. But my goal this week, really, y'all, I've got to get my house back in order. And even though the baskets are gone, I got to do my dusting, my vacuuming, cleaning my carpets, kind of get my house back to normal, where I know everything is up to par. It's okay. It's just, how your house. I usually vacuum, dust everything on a weekly basis, and I haven't got the chance to do all that because the baskets was overtaking my house. So I've got to get back into my routine until I start doing Easter and Mother's Day. I think I'm gonna have to be able to be combining Easter and Mother's Day because they are kind of, to me, they're gonna be overlapping because basically, Easter is the last. I think it's the next to the last weekend in April, and then Mother's Day is 2 weeks after that. So, as many baskets as we all will probably be doing, I don't think we're all going to try to get Mother's Day done in 2 weeks time unless you're a super 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 woman. That's that more power to you if you can do that. But I'm not going to stress myself out doing that. So I'm going to stagger myself along the way. these couple of months to get both of them 2 holidays done at the same time. So anyway, so that's where I'm at with that, you guys. So I'm gonna try to get everything up to par and then start designing. So hopefully maybe by sometime this week I can get all that taken care of. But today I did go to the grocery store. I hate going to the grocery store, but I had to go and handle some things at the grocery store. And then I ended up going to first of the month, you guys. I always stock up on my household products, even though I might not need them. Use all the things through them out the month, like toilet tissue, paper towels, dish detergent, the dishwasher stuff, the basic things. I always, and I've been doing this for years, I always buy, just in case, because during COVID, when that happened, I had enough stuff that lasts me because people couldn't find stuff on the shelves. But that's just way I do first of the month. I would just go out and I don't go overboard, but that's just a routine that I do. And I didn't get to do that the first of the month because dealing with the baskets and stuff. So kind of did that today and went in Roses, and I thought at least Roses would kind of have all their gift sets on sale. That was another reason why I had to was headed that way, but they did not have those yet. So hopefully maybe Monday or Tuesday next week, then maybe they will have the gift sets on sale, and I can maybe take advantage of that as well. But y'all did see my haul that I did at Walmart with my bears. And y'all, this is my bear. I am in love with my bear. One of my subscribers said they could tell why I was in love with this bear because it has the Dallas Cowboy colors, the gray and the blue. I'm like, girl, see, I have undercover Dallas Cowboys fans on here, okay? They just don't want to admit they're Cowboy fans. And see, they pointed this out to me, that the Dallas Cowboys colors. I wasn't even thinking about it, but thank you for letting me know that you are a undercover Cowboy fan, okay? I'm just saying. But anyway, you guys, I just want to come up here and talk to you guys about my sales for the Valentine's Day season. I only went out 3 days on the street. I did go the Saturday before Valentine's Day. That Saturday, it was kind of iffy, it was kind of slow. I did do some sales that day. I guess kind of people was really waiting for the last minute, which, most people kind of do. Sunday, I was going to plan on going out, even though it was Super Bowl Sunday. I thought I'll go and kind of go out for a few hours. I got up and I kind of was, was going to go out after the church service. But the Holy Spirit, led me told me to rest, okay? Because, I'm still dealing with my leg and I got it propped up here. And y'all, it has been giving me a lot of throbbing pain. I guess because I've been on it for the last few days. And I think it's time for me to sit my behind down, okay? And I've been putting heat on it, but one of my spiritual mothers, she said, try ice. So I'm going to try to do that later on while I'm sitting down and watching TV. So maybe that might help. But when I'm sleeping at night, I'd have my heating pad on. And when I wake up in the morning, it's okay. But I guess once I'm start walking through the day, it starts up again. And I don't want to keep taking those Aleve and naproxen because that's not good for your system either. So, y'all pray for Lady Di with my my leg. But anyway, so Saturday, like I said, the sales was slow. Sunday, I didn't go out. Monday, all last week, well, it was supposed to rain here in North Carolina like cats and dogs, so I had an alternative plan. And as I was kind of telling you guys, the meteorologists, they predict, whatever. And it did rain Wednesday like cats and dogs. Monday, it rained sporadically throughout the day, but it did rain. We did have rain. They was expecting rain Thursday. It didn't rain Thursday. It was just cold, and Friday it was cold, but it was a pretty day. Okay. So in saying all of that, I know a lot of people was kind of panicking. What we gonna do, this and this and that. Well, I tell you all the time, this is God's world. We're just living in his world. He controls his world, okay? We don't know why he does different things. There's a reason for everything. Sometimes he tells us and sometimes he doesn't. We don't know what needed to be on this earth in North Carolina that needed rain, okay? Maybe my grass here in North Carolina needed rain so that it can be pretty in the springtime. Or maybe wherever somebody else was in the North Carolina that needed rain for whatever reason. We don't know, okay? So that's why I had a backup plan, alternative plan. Yes, I did my street sales, but I had something else on an alternative plan just in case it did rain. And I was, I did mention that to you guys as well. We always shouldn't put our eggs in one basket. Just as I was saying, post on social media. You could get sales there, the marketplace, friends, neighbors, whomever, reach out. But what I did is the days it was raining, even though I went out, I hit businesses, okay? Sometimes when we're doing our street sales, we're waiting for people to come to us, and they came heavily on they really did good on Thursday, but y'all, I was bombarded on Friday. But I just thought I would do something different. If it rained, I wasn't going to sit here and have these baskets look at me. I needed to do something, okay? So what I did, I went out on, did I go Monday? I don't think I went out Monday. I went out Tuesday, and I just went around to different businesses. I hit most of the places where I knew men, the auto shops, the mechanic shops, the barber shops. I hit the barber shops on Wednesday. I know most of them close on Monday. Most hairdressers, the beauty salons, all they kind of shut down on Monday. I think because they work on Saturdays. But I hit those places, and I did sell baskets there as well. Different businesses I went around, just kind of feeling and see if anything would stick up against the wall. And yes, I did. So that's another alternative, you guys, that you all can do as well. Even though Mother's Day is coming up, again, what I am going to do, and it worked this time for me for Valentine's Day, for even the barbershops for the men. Now for the women, for Mother's Day, beauty salons, okay? Go to your local beauty salons and ask them, can you set up a table there? Or, if some of them might want, you can leave some baskets there that can sell for you. Or even go to the barbershops, or even still patronize the discount tire shops, places like that, because all of them have mothers, okay? Or they have wives, or they have daughters that are mothers. Don't discount those places, okay? Why are you waiting to go for your street sales, whatever days you're going on the street sales? If you can go to these places before then take advantage of those. Your doctor's office, your doctor, your dentist, okay? Whatever doctors that you have, that you go see, hey, try them, any places that you patronize, that you pay money to, why not go to them and see if they can patronize your business, okay? That's thinking out the box. When I tell you guys think out the box when you're designing, why not think about the box in your business, okay? I have worked for, it's Truist Bank now, but BB&T. I've worked in many roles at the bank, okay? I've worked as an executive assistant for an executive vice president for years. I've worked in HR, okay, recruiting people for the bank, okay? I've worked in employee benefits, okay? I've worked as a process improvements analyst, a master data analyst. So in all these different roles that I worked at BB&T, and because that's where I worked before they turned to Truist, for many, many years, making them money. So why can't I use those skills in those different areas that I worked at the bank in my business? Okay, Unique Gifts and Decor by Lady Di. So whatever position that you are now in your current job, if you're working full-time, use those skills that you are using to make somebody else money. Use those strategies that you do every day and use it in your business, okay? same thing, but you, instead of you working for them, you working for yourself and using those skills for yourself. So that's what I kind of did, and it worked perfectly, you guys. Last week, I keep saying this week, but it worked perfectly. I went out, I did some sales, sold some baskets. During this rainy days, I was out, and then when I went out Thursday, yeah, I had some sales going on Thursday, and I did meet one of my subscribers. Her name was LaDonna. I did post on Facebook, and as I posted on my YouTube channel, and I did post it on the different groups that I'm in on Facebook. Told them where I was at, and a lot of them came. I had met a lot of people. They said, "Hey, I saw your post, and I want to see your baskets." And she is one of my subscribers, and she's one of Shant's subscribers too. And she was laughing with me about me and Shant when we did our basket challenge. And she said she had us so tickled. She said, "Now, Lady Di, I met you." She said she can't wait till she gets to go down where Shant is in Clayton to meet her. But she said she moved here from Florida in June, and she end up staying. And I said, okay, wow. And she was telling me that she has a YouTube channel, but she says she's not active on it yet, as she should be. She says she's kind of nervous and scared, and she said she's not she said she's kind of timid. She said she's not kind of to the point where she can flow like we do. I said, honey, we're not all that. I'm not a pro either. I just, like I said, me and her talking. I said, that's why I'm just talking like I feel like y'all are in my kitchen or y'all sitting here in my living room with me, and we're just having a conversation. I decided, just go with the flow, But I told her, yeah, just make that first step, you guys. I said, God's going to work it out. Get that fear out of the way. I said, at least I have somebody that I know here in Greensboro that at least I know me and her, the only ones here in Greensboro that I know will be doing the baskets, So I said, girl, come on board, and, we can do this thing. But anyway, I'm so glad that I met her, and, I'm definitely going to keep in touch with her. So maybe she and I can hang out or, go to dinner or whatever we need to do, just kind of keep in contact with her. But that happened on Thursday. I mean, basically sales was going great on Thursday. On Friday, it was crazy, you guys. Couldn't sleep Thursday night when I got home. I did rent my van. I didn't do the U-Haul this year. Last year I did the U-Haul. I did the van, but some told me, I keep saying something, the Holy Spirit, I guess, had me to unload. Okay, so let me go back. Thursday, I did take a few of my large baskets out there, but I was kind of gearing more the medium size and the small baskets. I don't know what my mind, why I was thinking that, because I'm thinking maybe this was my mindset, but maybe, I was thinking about people's budgets, maybe people wasn't thinking about the larger baskets, just kind of thinking how the economy and things was going on, maybe I was just kind of thinking that way, okay? But, again, the larger baskets that I had put out there on Thursdays, they were going. The smaller baskets, they were like, they were going, the inexpensive ones, but I thought they would go first, but they weren't. So I was talking to Sean throughout the day, and I was like, all these small, inexpensive baskets and the mediums, they're still here. I thought they would be the first to go. She kept saying, no, sis, they'll probably go tomorrow. They go. I'm like, to me, it was backwards, but, not complaining, I'm just, my mind was thinking, it was just opposite. So I came home, so I ended up packing up everything, okay? I put all my inexpensive baskets was already in the van. And y'all, I packed up everything, all the large ones that I had left here in the house, into the van. Y'all, it was so crazy because it was just packed up to the top, and I mean, it was awful. But it worked out because when I got home, I kind of relaxed and went to bed, and I couldn't sleep, you guys. So I got up at 4 o'clock, and I did my morning meditation. I listened to the nudge at 6:30, and I said, I'm already up. I couldn't sleep. It was just, wasn't nervousness, it just like, it was just that feeling. It's just like, I can't sleep, so I might as well get up, get dressed, just and do what you need to do. So I got up, got dressed, and I watched the Today Show, which, I try to get the morning news to see what happened the night before, because you just never know. Make sure I wasn't going in a direction where something crazy was happening. So I left here about 7:15, and went up to my location. And I got there about, excuse me, y'all. I got there about 7:30. So I was trying to unload the van. Now, mind you guys, all the baskets was up to the top. My tables was under the bottom, okay? So I had to take most of those baskets out of the van. Totes on this side, too. I mean, they was in the parking lot, okay? And I'm trying to get the railings out for the tent. So I got the tent up, okay, the base. So, and it was cold, y'all. It was like 29, 30 degrees, okay? I had my gloves and everything on, but it was cold. So I'm sitting there trying to put the tarp up, you guys. And it was to the point where, it has that Velcros on the tarp. So I got 3 of them done. On that last one, y'all, my hands was so cold in the gloves, it just wouldn't. So I had to take the gloves off because the Velcros was attaching to my wool gloves, and I'm like, this is not even working. So I'm like, I'm struggling. I'm like, Lord, what in the world's going on? So anyway, so I had finally taken the gloves off, y'all. My hands was ashy, y'all. My hands was so they were so cold that it was just withery. I'm like, look like my hands were like 80 years old woman hand. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord. I'm like, what in the world? I said, Lord, help me get this Velcro. Y'all, it took me about 15 minutes to get this Velcro on that pole. I'm like, this don't make no sense. Because usually, y'all, I'm popping it up left and right. But, I don't know what was going on. But nevertheless, I got that up. So I'm going back in the van and trying to get one of those weights to put on the legs. Because, I do that. I usually don't have no problem putting it up. So I put the first weight on. So when I was putting the first weight on, you guys, 5 cars come up, from nowhere. I'm like, well, good Lord. I didn't even have a chance to put a table out. Anything. Baskets was all over the parking lot. Small gifts was in the totes and everything. And I'm like, everybody was like, well, do you have this? Do you have this and that? I'm like, well, I'm just trying to set up, I'm like, I don't know if it was on the way to work. I don't know, y'all. I'm like, well, y'all, I'm trying to get set up. And I said, you're welcome to look and see what I've got here while I'm trying to set up, and I didn't want to be rude and say, well, can you come back with it? I'm not trying to, miss a sale or anything. I said, I'm trying to set up, and you all are welcome to look and see if you see. And if you can see anything in the van while I'm trying to set up, you're welcome to look. Yeah, it wasn't even 15 minutes, and honey, 5 of the big baskets was gone. I think they're like 125 or more. They were gone just like that in 15 minutes. So I'm like, wow. I said, well, Lord, I thank you. But, I said, Lord, can you just let nobody come until I kind of set up and get this together? But that was like, that's how my day was going. And y'all, I told y'all my video when I tried to put the day 3 one out. I tried to do that video 9 times. The 9th time finally stuck. But every time I tried to do the video, let people know I was out there and, whatever, people started coming up. It was just nonstop all day long. And I had the tables full. I had my inexpensive tables in the front. Baskets in the front. In the middle, I had the inside, and the large was on the sides, and in the front and on the sides. I had an overflow section on the ground between my tent, the ground, and my van of overflow large baskets, y'all. And it was just nonstop all day long. Nobody had issues with my baskets, the prices, or anything. One guy said he was on his way to Walmart. He was going down the street. He said he saw my basket. He said he had to turn a rack around and come and see what was going on, because he said he saw cars over there, a lot of people over there. He said, I had to figure out what was going on. He said, but he's so glad that he stopped. I said, well, Lord, thank you for the overflow that came through. So only issue, I don't think it was an issue, but let me, people can be, let me see, people can be people, okay? Now, this person, gentleman, and the killer part is, y'all, he was a Dallas Cowboy fan. He had his Dallas Cowboy sweatshirt on, the hat on, and everything. Now, I understand people are frugal about pricing and everything. I get it. I get it. You got a budget. I get it. Okay? But you going to walk around the table, you see my prices and everything, and you're going to, question. I won't say he questioned, but, he was like, well, how did you come up with the price on this? And, asking me like what he got, the item, the basket he got was $125, and he kept saying, well, how did you come up with the price with this? And I'm like, the item's in there plus my time and blah blah. I explained all that to him and everything. And he was like, well, will you take $100 for this? I said, no, sir, the price is $125. And just being, I don't want to say the word, but y'all know what I mean. You know how us, some black folks can be sometime. I'm just going to be straight up, okay? And I'm like, I said, sir, I said, now, do you negotiate with Walmart? I said, I know you don't go up in Walmart and want to cut a deal with Walmart. I said, whatever Walmart's price is, you pay it or you walk out the door. Either you're going to pay this price or you ain't. Steady handing me his card so I can put on my square and still run, complaining. He wasn't complaining, but just trying to figure out, the prices. Want to cut a deal. I said it's $125. Do you want it or not? Yeah, but then you still fussing not fussing, but you know what I'm saying? $125. I said, do you want me to run your card or not? I was like, all this lip. I'm like, I didn't want to really sell it to him, all that mouth, but we're gonna swipe your card, boo, and you can take the basket and get. I mean, it's like, really? I'm like, some people always want to cut a deal but again, I got my money, you got your basket, goodbye. But other than that, you guys, it went well. It totally went well. I mean, some of the young guys come up now. Where I was located, you guys, it's predominantly a black neighborhood. Now, we had some of the guys come up. I guess I have to be careful how I say this. They were pharmaceutical dealers, okay? Entrepreneurs, okay? And if y'all can read between the lines. Very respectful, okay? Let me just put that out there. Nobody disrespected me. They were very mannerable. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't come up, was talking all crazy or blah, blah, blah. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay? Hello, how you doing? Very respectful, okay? Now, whatever they was doing, that's them. But when they bought my gifts, the prices, it was nothing. My big ottoman gifts, you guys, one guy thought my ottoman gift was $300. He said, I know that thing was $300. I said, no. I said, but do you want to pay $300 for this? Because we can get the $300 if you want. But he said, no. I told him what the price was. But let me tell y'all, when the pharmaceutical dealers, entrepreneurs came up, they did not get just one gift. They bought 5 gifts at a time from me. Okay? I was like, okay? But, again, I'm not knocking nobody's occupation. All of them love my work. They made me feel like what the time that I put in my work, they valued my work. They said they have not seen anything that elegant, classy, unique ever on Valentine's Day. So when I was telling you guys, God had me going in a different direction with my gifts this year, y'all, it really showed, okay? Because nobody came up to my table and said anything negative about my prices or they've seen anything like this from somebody else or anything. They said everybody was wild. I mean, they saw them drive from a distance on the highway. They had to turn around. I mean, y'all, it just blew my mind. Y'all, it was just an experience. Yes, I was tired. I kept getting in and out of the van. I mean, people would just come. Every time I would try to sit down, take a breather, I had to get out and get up again. I probably should have brought me a chair to sit down and sit out there, y'all, but it was just overwhelming all day long. But again, we don't know what type of people that's going to come at up on our tables. But all I can say, everybody who came up to my table, despite the young, the middle age, the old, black, white, Asian, y'all, everybody was respectful. On Thursday, and I'm telling y'all this, and I'm gonna cut this short, but Thursday there was 3 Asian young boys came up to my table. One of the guys wanted to get something for his girlfriend, and he had a budget. He said his budget was $85. So I said, well, I'm gonna show them once what he liked for $85. I said, well, narrow it down to the 3. He was undecisive. He didn't know which ones he wanted. He said, so I said, well, narrow it down to the 3 that you wanted to you like the best. So the 3 that he picked out, okay, they was, very nice. One had the white bear in there with the Burlington set with the pink bucket and the pink tumbler and some more items in there. The other one had the blue pillow in there, and I think it was the white, ivory bear and something else in there. The other one had the plaid robe in there with the bear, and I think it had the roses bath set in there, and something else was in there. And I said, okay. I said, so he said, I'm deciding about what these 3, okay? So now this young man was a teenager in high school, okay? I knew I was going to get a sale out of them, okay? But the point is, I'm trying to say, you guys, I guess the mama, Eileen, was trying to, had stepped in, okay? See, this young boy is a teenager, okay? So I guess the mother in me stepped in toward the point where I broke it down to him. I said, now, if my daughter would receive this one with the bathrobe in it from a little boy in high school, I guess I would feel some kind of way. I said, how would you feel? He said, yes, ma'am. I said, would that be appropriate? He said, once you put it that way, ma'am, you're right. It wouldn't be appropriate. Now, I don't know if they were sexually active or anything like that. I don't know. None of my business. But I just didn't want him to be in that situation to give that impression. Because from me looking at him, my discerning spirit, he seemed like he was a sweet young man, okay? So I didn't want him to give that impression on that little girl or her mother. So he said, I understand, thank you. I don't want to do that because that might give her the wrong impression. Now, somebody else might have said, hey, that one with the robe in there, blah, 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 blah. But again, I was just trying to make sure that he didn't make the girl feel uncomfortable, or he felt uncomfortable, or her parents, okay? So he looked at the other 2. So he liked the one with the white bear and the perfume. So he went that way with that one. So see, you guys, it's not just on the sale that I come encounter with the people. I just kind of, maybe, I don't think I overstepped, but if it was my child, even if it was my son, that day I was my son, I would have told him the same thing as I told this young man. You just don't want to, how can I put this? You don't want to lead these children down the wrong road. They already have a lot of stuff that peer pressure anyway. And if he was actively doing something, I just didn't want it to be on my watch. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, you guys. But that's the kind of little tidbits that I was mindful of. It wasn't to me just selling my baskets out there, you guys. I was just being mindful of the little things around me. One gentleman was looking for some flowers. He says, asked me, do I have any flowers? I said, no, sir, I didn't have any flowers. He said, I'm at the last minute getting flowers. I said, but he said, I thought maybe it'd been better getting flowers. I said, well, that would have been nice. I'm not knocking anybody having flowers. I said, but if you would give her a basket, the flowers be okay. I said, but if you get her a basket, things in the basket might last a little bit longer than the flowers. The flowers might last for a week, but look at these things in this basket. They'll last a little longer, and she see them around her bedroom or see around the house, and she'll think about the day, that the Valentine Day that you give it to her. And that moment will be memories, will last forever. So you guys, I have a message and a story when I be talking to these people about my baskets. Y'all think I just be kind of BS, but I don't, you guys. It's just the memories and things that you put in the minds with these people, especially these men. They didn't know what to get, and then a lot of them like just telling me I made it hard for them. I said, what are you talking about? They said, all these baskets are just so hard to choose from. They're just so many. They're just so elegant, everything. I said, thank you. I did my job. They said, what are you talking about? I said, I wanted to make it difficult for you men to pick out a gift. I said, because when most men pick out a gift, they always just go pick out something that's simple and easy and then call it a day. I said, I wanted you to take time to go through each basket and look and decide. Take time and just, make the right decision. Just see which one that you like, that you would fit your girl, your wife, or whomever. So you guys, I had a beautiful, good time on Friday. My godson came through. He had to pick up his gift for his girlfriend. He sat up there for me a while and kind of, gave me a break when I had to run to the bathroom. He kind of watched my booth while I went there. My brother from Durham, he had to come up to Floor and Decor to pick up some tile because he's renovating his bathroom. He stayed up there with me for about an hour, honey. He was out there selling baskets, and he was taking baskets to the car from people. He was just, he acted like it was his booth, okay? He was just running things too, okay? Then my son, he came through. You guys, I had help that usually I don't even have help out there, but my men and my family came through for me, and I appreciate them so much. So, as I told you guys on my early video, I did have those 8 baskets that I did for those men, and I did not add those to my count. So I did sell all those men baskets. Now I took 4 out there. I left 4 here in the house. I knew I was forgetting something when I left out here Friday. So I still have those 4 men's baskets here, but the 4 that I had on the table, I sold those. So I ended up making 221 baskets, okay? And when I left, when I was breaking down Friday, you guys, I had 8 left. When I was breaking down, you guys, I ended up had 3 left. So, when you're breaking down, people come after the fact. So I ended up 221 making. I sold 218. So I have 3 left. I have one of my big ottomans left. I have one of the I think it's a $65 basket. And I think I have one $50 basket. So overall, that's good to me. I didn't sell it. It wasn't a sellout, because if I sell out, everything was gone. No, and that's okay, because that big ottoman, that big bear, and it's the white bear, I'm going to take him out, put him in the boxes that I got, and I'm going to take him to my storage for next year, and I'm going to take that ottoman, and I'm going to use that ottoman, and I'm going to use it for Mother's Day. The other 2 baskets, they're neutral baskets, so I've got 2 baskets to carry me for Mother's Day. So I'm 2 baskets ahead, okay? So in saying all of that, you guys, I know it's a little windy and long, but I had a good day. I met some beautiful people. Nobody was disrespectful. I didn't have any problem. I just had to debate with this man. He just wanted to run his mouth, but steady handing me his card, paying for the basket. I guess he just wanted to chat. But you know what? And he was a Dallas Cowboy fan now. I mean, what? You know, I'm like, and I told him, I said, you see me wearing my Dallas Cowboy fan? How dare you come up here and give me a hard time? And he just fell out laughing. I'm like, man, bye, okay? But other than that, you guys, I had a good day. Girlfriend just tired. You know, I'm going to have to recoup, get myself together to get ready for Easter. I don't know how many baskets I'm going to do for Easter. I don't even know how many baskets I'm going to do for Mother's Day. I've got to sit down and tally and see what I need to do. You know, I'm going to take it from there. I thank God that he gave me the vision to do these gifts that I have never thought about doing. Like I said, he had me going in this different direction, and I didn't know why, because when I sketch out my baskets, what I was going to do for Valentine's Day, y'all, I didn't even use half the stuff that I bought. But I might use those for Mother's Day. I don't know, but he had me going in one direction, but he knew what he was doing because I got so many compliments. So that makes me feel good in my heart, because this let me know that I'm on track, okay? I'm headed in the right direction with my gifts, my talents. I wanted to go up another level this year in my designs, and I think from what the feedback that I got from my customers, you know, it was positive, very positive, you guys. You know, I was humbled because, and tips. We was talking on Classy's Live last night. Honey, these people was giving $20 tips to me, $5. You know, I'm giving them their change and stuff. They're like, no. And I'm like, yeah, here's your change. No. And, you know, I'm like, sir, you know, and I said, well, thank you. Because they didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, wow, you know, if somebody gonna leave you $20 tips, you know, the baskets was already high enough in pricing. And Shot told me, she said, Lady Di, you know, this is what you should charge. And you guys, wait, first of all, thank you all for helping me with my prices. When you all was giving me these prices, trust me, it worked. Now, in other areas, you know, it might not work. It depends on where you are. But you guys, I took your prices at heart, you guys. And what most of the time when you all gave me those prices, I stuck them on there. And honey, y'all, kudos. Thank you guys so very much. But this has been a long video. I didn't mean it to be this long, but you guys, I just wanted to recap, you guys. I had a amazing Valentine's selling times. It was only 3 days on the streets. The last day was Thursday was okay too, don't get me wrong, but Friday was off the chain. Maybe, I mean, it was just off the chain, you guys. I didn't get any downtime at all. And I thank God for the overflow. I mean, it was just, and God sent my brother, my son, and my godson up there. You know, my brother from Durham, okay? He just happened to be coming up here to pick up some towel. I had no clue he was coming up this way. You know, God sends help, okay? God sends help. I didn't ask for help. And then my brother said I should have called him. He would have been up here. But, you know, hey, I've been doing it by myself so long, but I guess he knew that I needed help. And it was, I mean, it was awesome, you guys. It was just so, it was a good day. You know, I can't complain. God's son come through, I mean, protected. You know, I don't need protection. You know, I got this, but I have my angels, okay? God has my angels all around me. But again, to have those masculine men standing up there with me, y'all, it was powerful. But thank you guys for just being there, your prayers, and thank you all for just being who you guys are. You know, this is a great community. I read you all's comments, and I respond accordingly in a time when I try to. For these last couple of days, y'all, I've just been coming home and resting, and I've been trying to read you all's comments and respond back. And if I've been late, I'm sorry. I just been tired, but you know, charge it to my head, not my heart. But again, you know, I hope you all had a safe selling season. I know some people have said they had some incidents. Some people did not have a lot of success, but any success is better than no success at all. You might not sell at all, but again, roll them over to the next holiday. There's always a holiday coming up, okay? Still post, okay? It doesn't have to be a holiday. Birthdays, anniversaries, still post your items, okay? If you have Facebook page, start a business page on Facebook, okay? And still put them out there on Marketplace. There's always occasions are going on. You can still don't have to wait for a holiday to sell your baskets, okay? Just post, okay? But thank you. I'm sorry. This is a 45-minute video. I am so sorry, you guys. But thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. I am going to do something different Easter. Y'all. I don't know what to say, but you guys take care and be blessed and enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.